Welcome to My Tea Connection Live, the #1 place on the internet for Chinese tea education and for connecting with other tea aficionados. My name is Lauren, and this is my rooftop here in southern China. And this is a Liubao tea brick. And it's not the same brick I had the other day. This is a new brick. I'm going through my brick arc right now. And so yeah, this one is definitely more mature leaves, larger leaves with some stems in there. Much easier to break into, I might add. The other one, I sustained minor injuries and really had to battle it. But this one, I just got it going with the pick, and then I was able to break some off by hand. Really enjoyable, but that's a little brick. And it smells really nice. You know, it's not so compacted that you can't smell anything. And pretty cool to see. Pretty cool. So see, it still says Liu Bao Zhong stamped into it, but really cool. I think I haven't tried it yet, but just looking at this, I'm getting excited because I kind of like those deeper, earthy tones from more mature leaves. The character. There's often a lot more character in some older leaves. So I like everything, you know. I'm always trying new teas, but this one just looks exciting. Kind of some thicker stems in there. I'm looking forward to this brick. And so I broke off 8 grams over here, and I'm just going to jump into it. But first, I want to give a shout out to Huza, and Huang over here. Is that good girl? Okay, so let's rinse this puppy and get this started. It should open up a lot faster because it's not super dense like the bud brick. If you guys remember that bud brick from a couple days ago. But I'm just gonna give it a little rinse, get that rehydration process started. Ooh, that smells nice. Yeah, that's that classic Liubao. Kind of a, I hate to parrot what other people say, but medicinal. That kind of sums it up pretty well. Kind of like Chinese traditional medicine, herbs. Yeah, maybe some like a little bit of ginger. Soil. Some really interesting notes there. Anyways, let's get into the first infusion here. And I'm going to let it steep for, I like those flash infusions with most teas. But I'm going to let this sit for, just a couple seconds extra. Because it is a brick. And these bricks take a little bit more time to open up. But that's going to be good for our first infusion. Wow. And right out of the gate, amazing color. Pretty impressed with that. And look how quickly it's opened up. And this is just one infusion, just a rinse and an infusion. Let me get my teaspoon here so I can poke and prod it. But yeah, much less compacted, much looser. Kind of popped right open, didn't it? Let's try this. First infusion here. Let's turn around and start wrapping. Real Romeo wants me to start wrapping up here. Yeah, probably not going to do that today. There may be a time for that. This tea here, this tea. Wow, really nice mature leaves in there. Really cool to see. So yeah, they call this a zhongcha brick. Zhongcha. And yeah, it's like more mature leaves. It's really cool. It's just cool. You get a stack of these around the house, you just feel like a king. You just feel like some prince that just received those from the ancient Tea Horse Road or something. Yeah, I mean, you get a couple stacks of bricks. of tea bricks going, you're going to be fine. You know, bad economy, inflation, it doesn't matter. You got your tea bricks. You know, you're covered. That's your hedge against risk. Wow, really like it. Yeah, how to describe this? It's yeah, there's some earth, some wood. Savory, umami, beef broth, kind of like a beef bone broth. Really nice, slightly smoky, slightly cooling, a little bit of mintiness in there. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, maybe I'll just bring it over here so we can look at it while I. This is all pretty clean. I've cleaned most of these surfaces here, so normally I wouldn't be so careless with my brick, but I've kind of dusted everything. Look at that brick. I just love having a brick next to the tea session. Anyways, that first infusion went fast. It's really good. Here's infusion number 2. And you can see I've got ample coals today. We're all charcoaled up over here. But yeah, Chinese New Year kind of winding down now. The last day of my Chinese New Year sale today. So 30% off if you want to buy some tea, you can grab that. But yeah, feeling good. And this tea, what a surprise. Well, not a surprise. I guess it kind of confirmed my expectations. Because when I see like a beautifully lightly pressed brick like this, just look at the texture on this thing. This thing is beautiful. So, and then it just opened right up. It just popped right open. And right out of the gate, great color, really great flavor. This Liubao brick's a treat. 2015 is when it's from also. Holy cow. Man, that second infusion is hitting. 8 grams of this brick is quite a lot. Has some really nice depth to it. But yeah, I mean, it's a 10-year-old brick of tea now. So nice aged Liubao. Wow. Such good flavor. Like a whole mouth, rounded flavor. Just kind of, it really feels like you're just eating like a steak. Soupy, brothy, oily. I'm just like licking my lips. It's just so, it's really good. Wow. I think I might have found a new favorite here. This thing is really cool. And I just love looking at it too. I don't know, maybe that's kind of weird, but I just love looking at this brick. Look at the texture on this. What a cool tea brick. Wow. That's awesome. But yeah, second infusion. And yeah, I used a lot of leaves, about 8 grams. Second infusion is just marvelous already. Really cool. But yeah, that's my rooftop here in southern China, where I chill out and drink tea and reflect on the state of the world. The state of the tea world, that is. Really kind of hyper-focused around here. It's tea 24/7. And this, the Liubao Bud Brick, 2015. Yes. Yeah. So glad I found this, dude. So glad I found this. Let me put these flowers away from our brick. Let our brick breathe over here. But yeah, that's cool. And that's a thick brick, because it's not super compacted. So usually these bricks are about 500 grams or so. I didn't get this one on the scale yet. But that is a real treat. You know, they're like 500 when they press them. But by the time they get to the customer 10 years later, you know, they lost some moisture. So maybe like 450 or something. But yeah, I was thinking this was going to be a little bit less. It's almost like salty beef broth, or like you know that really cheap Campbell's chicken noodle soup. It tastes kind of like that. A chicken noodle soup, savory, salty. Yeah, it's like it has kind of a salty, kind of savory, salty. What's that? That's that. I don't know if this fell in my gallon. I don't know what that is. Huh. Was that in the brick? I don't know. You never know what you find in these old bricks. Wow. That's a lot of color for the third infusion. Yeah, this tea's like going full blast now. Really cool. Yeah, it's some like mature leaves and stems. I like it. This is cool. It feels really kind of rare. Nice. And what a beautiful brick. Anyways, if you're just joining me, I'm just drinking this Liubao tea brick. Really cool. Look at the texture of this thing. Kind of a loosely packed, kind of mature leaf brick with some stems in there. This is like, you know, most people don't really drink this stuff. Like this is, I've never seen anybody drinking bricks like this on Instagram. The flavor is incredible. So this is from 2015, but it's like it tastes like beef or chicken noodle soup or something. I'm just like smacking my lips together, just licking my lips. It's like salty. It's really, and it's not actually salty, but it's just that it kind of tricks your mouth into thinking you just drank like a beef soup or something. Really cool. Yeah, so this is a 2015 Liu Bao Zhong cha. It's Z-H-O-N-G. Zhong cha. And that's really all I kind of know about it. But yeah, I mean, it comes from Liubao town. You know, everybody's always talking about Malaysian and Hong Kong aged. And in 2024 and 2025, most Liubao is aged in and around Liubao. So, yeah, I think that Malaysian storage thing is like kind of just old thinking. I mean, you talk about Malaysian storage to people in Liubao town, and they're like, "What? What are you talking about?" Oh yeah, that was 30 years ago. So, yeah, most of the Liubao is now stored in Guangxi province. Yeah, I mean, if you go further south, I think you just get more humidity. I don't know if there would be a real advantage to shipping it out of the country for storage. Like the white tea is all stored in Fujian. Man, just massive warehouses there. Full of boxes. Just full of what's in the boxes? Tea. Just boxes and boxes of tea. I have a little bit of video of that. I'll try to remember to make a video with that. But yeah, they just produce it. It's grown in and around Liubao town. And they process it in and around Liubao town. And then it's stored in and around Liubao town. I mean, it's out in like the mountains. Like it's not prime real estate. There's plenty of warehouse space out there. And yeah, probably a good amount of it makes it to like Wenzhou, the capital of Guangxi province. Kind of just for storage. But yeah, nice little 10-year-old Liubao brick. Lightly compressed. Like, I love how I didn't have to, battle this to get into it. Just kind of hit it with the pick. And then I was even able to like get my fingers in there and break some off. Really cool. Anyways, let's quit yakking and get into, I believe, the 4th infusion now. And if you're just joining me, this is my rooftop here in southern China. And this is Hudza. And just drinking this Liubao tea now. And it's a brick tea. It's a Liubao brick. And it's from 2015. And really impressed with it. I was like, wow, it's pretty affordable and looks like some old leaves. Maybe the flavor's not very good. But actually, really impressed. Yeah. It's totally like a beef soup. It's so funny. Maybe it's like I'm a little bit hungry. But... And it's like, it makes you want to like... just like taste your mouth. Really delicious. So this is yeah, another brick. So this is the second Liubao brick this week that I've looked at. I went on kind of a brick buying frenzy from one of my contacts in Liubao. And a really cool guy, and an old guy. But yeah, he's been really helpful. And I saw him. Gosh, it was last year. Yeah, I saw him last year. But yeah, I'm gonna probably go out and see him again this year. Or I don't know. I've got so many tea regions I really want to visit. Hey, maybe you guys can help me. Where should I visit next? So obviously I need to go to Yunnan. You know, it's funny. I haven't been to Yunnan since I started posting about tea. And Yunnan's like what everybody thinks about when they think about tea. So I guess I need to go back there and see some old friends. But yeah, so I'm going to go to Yunnan this year. Where else should I go? What kind of tea processing do you guys want to see? I could go catch some processing in Fuding, the white tea, or I could go catch some processing in, the Fenghuang Mountains, Phoenix Mountains, for the dansongs. I could probably hit them both. I need to reach out and schedule some time, because you don't want to just show up at like someone's farm when they're like in the middle of, their important annual picking, then just start bothering them. I just wouldn't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna schedule something up, and hey, maybe I can do a couple tea picking sessions with the ladies. Would you guys like to see that? Maybe I'll strap a GoPro to my head and do tea picking for a day. That'd be kind of fun. Anyways, really enjoying this tea. It totally surprised me, man. The depth, complexity. It's totally like a meal. It really feels like you're just having like some hearty soup. And it's just that Liubao brick tea. 10-year-old Liubao brick. Really excellent color too. Really cool. Anyways, maybe you guys can comment, like, where do you want me to visit next? What tea region are you dying to see? I've been to Hangzhou and Anhua and the Phoenix Mountains and Liubao. But I don't have a lot of Yunnan content on the channel. So maybe it's time to go back to Yunnan with my camera on. But yeah, if you're just joining me, this is my rooftop here in southern China, where I drink tea and talk about tea and enjoy the garden with the birds and the cat and my dog and this Chaozhou stove, which is just putting off a tremendous amount of heat right now. Really awesome. Love this Chaozhou stove. And loving this brick. Gosh, I'm going to need to get more of these. I just ordered one because it was like a sample, right? I was like, okay, I'll take one of those bricks. I was ordering some other bricks, and I just wanted a sample of this one. And I'm so glad I did. So glad I discovered this awesome brick. And you don't have to like break your fingers or cut yourself with a T-pick trying to break into it. Not overly compressed. I like that. And of course that changes the way it ages, and there are all sorts of variables involved, like, you know, how much oxygen is getting into the tea and stuff. But I like that you don't have to battle it to get into it. And I just use a simple tea pick here. It's actually my favorite. I have some fancier ones, but honestly, not as good. Just this simple with a circular, it's almost like a screwdriver that's just been sharpened. And honestly, this is like the best. They have some cool, like, you know, that stylized steel. I forgot what it's called. It was like these like lines on the steel. So I have some fancy tea knives, but one of them has like bone handle and stuff. But it broke. So this is super sturdy, really strong, and it's not trying to be flashy. It's just a practical tool. So, yeah, I think in the future, like if you ever get a tea brick or tea cake from me, I'll probably just include like one of these simple tools. Like it's not super flashy, but it's like super effective. And yeah, because you need to be able to break into your bricks. And with this brick, it's not a huge deal. You know, you could honestly just get like a butter knife and get into this one. But some bricks, like that bud brick from the other day, was insane. Man, I was like maximum force trying to get into it. But yeah, this tea is really cool. It's like affordable, mature leaves, but aged really well. And like, I think the stems give it kind of this woody depth. Really a cool tea brick. Totally surpassed my expectations. And I'm just on Fusion 5 now. But it's super savory and umami and it's just like some beef soup. It like tricks your palate into thinking it's salty. Like it's fatty. Like it's some salty, fatty soup. It's really a miracle. I don't know if it's quite a miracle, but I can imagine, like, you know, hundreds of years ago, if you were like in the mountains living and you were cold and maybe you didn't have access to really good food, you could drink this tea and feel really good. It really feels substantial, satiating even. But I don't want to just praise this tea too much. How's everybody doing out there? Whoops. There we go. What a cool tea. It's weird, I can't see any comments. I don't know. I guess nobody's commenting. But yeah, let me know. Like, is there any tea region that you feel you want to learn more about? Where should I go next? That's the question. Okay, let's assume I'm going to go to Yunnan next. But where else? Obviously, Yunnan's kind of the number one question right now. Like, when am I going to go back to Yunnan? And I was going to ride my bicycle to Yunnan. I was going to take a high-speed train to Kunming. And then I was going to ride my bicycle across Yunnan. But my wife is not really down for that this year. And I'm also a little bit overweight right now. And, you know, excuses, insert excuse here. So probably not going to take a month or two off. Like, that's kind of a multi-month kind of ordeal if you really want to write about comments. I didn't see any of these comments before. And then my network dropped. And I had to restart YouTube. And then I resumed. Crazy. Yeah, I didn't see any of these comments. Serious having some network problems. I'm on mobile data right now. I'm on 4G network. And, yeah, sorry about that, guys. T-brick, how much would that be in the U.S., for example? I don't know. How much would that be in the U.S.? Probably, about, $60 or something. Thanks, Brian Nunez. And Cesar Espinoza. Welcome. Yeah, this is just my T-brick. Tenjiro Kamado. Kenya versus China versus Vietnam tea. Ah, come on, Kamado. Chinese tea's the best. Everybody knows that. And then Mia's World said, please eat like a damn human. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. And then Mia's World said, stop eating like you from Africa. Okay. And then Sean Berla said, cheers, Lauren. Having some 2:30 a.m. GABA Oriental Beauty. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. And Serpent Rider drinking some Hawaiian 9968 ripe. Not sure what that's all about. Bushy Geek stopped by. Great. Don't forget to pick up $40 Liubao Zhong. Yeah, okay, maybe I should go to Liubao Zhong. Maybe that's where I should go next. Out to Yan'an. But besides Yan'an, where should I go? And then Bushy Geek asked, how long ago did you live? Okay, I don't know what that means. Yes, Serpent Rider, Damascus Steel is exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah, that stuff's pretty cool. So I have a Damascus Steel T-pick, but it like snapped. So, as Chinese knockoff, right? Sean, how's your day going? It's going great, dude. Thank you. So sorry I didn't see any of these comments before. $40 Liubao Zhong. That sounds like a deal, man. I need to find some of that. But yeah, sorry I didn't see these comments before. Gosh, I was having some network issue. And I'm so sick of making excuses for my network. So, yeah, I'm gonna order a router like this week. Okay, this week I'm gonna get a new router. See what that does. See if that helps the situation. Because like right now my mobile data couldn't even connect to my Wi-Fi. Not sure why. Usually it connects, but sometimes it just doesn't. Of course, I've made some profound errors with my networking. I'm using like the included router that the ISP gave me. That's kind of a red flag right there. Shouldn't be doing that. So I'm gonna get some beefy router, and I actually have a new phone coming, which should have some better connectivity. So it's all moving in the right direction. Just going a little slow. Sorry about that. Sorry you have to deal with my pixelated T-bricks. But yeah, this is so cool. What an awesome tea brick. But yeah, it's not an expensive tea. Yeah, I'd probably sell something like this on my website for like yeah, probably like 60, 80 bucks. I mean, it's like 400 grams of tea. So yeah, probably like 60 or 80 or something. But wow, so many comments. Thank you guys. So Sean, my day's going good, man, but I've been waking up late again. So I don't know if you know, it's kind of a long-standing joke on the channel. It's how Lauren can't get up at 5, and everybody laughs at me for it. So tomorrow, I'm gonna rededicate myself, man, to popping up at 5, and I have kind of this vicious cycle where I'll wake up at 5, and then I'll just kind of stay up too late again, and then I'll sleep in, and then the next day I'll wake up at 5, and it's just like. It's like a form of self-harm. I don't know why I'm doing that. But, yeah, I'm going to really try to break that habit. Breaking the habit tonight. I'll paint it on the walls. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wake up 5 tomorrow, just pop up and just crush it, because I've got a long YouTube video coming out on Tuesday, and boy, it's just not ready yet. So I'm gonna get into that. This is infusion number 5, I believe, with his 2015, the Liu Bao Zhong. And yeah, it's kind of like mature leaves. Really cool. Some stems and some sticks and seeds, and just really good. There's no seeds. Haven't seen any seeds. But yeah, really impressed. It's like the chicken noodle soup your mom used to make when you had a cold. But yeah, really bizarre. The network issue. Like, I didn't see any of these comments before. Yeah, it's like beef tea. It's really kind of salty, savory, soupy, kind of fat. Like, I swear there's like some mutton fat in there or something. Really, it's substantial. It tricks you into thinking you're having a meal. If I was like broke on the streets, you just give me a couple bricks of this tea, I'm gonna be just fine. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Bushy Geek. I'm sorry about my network issues. It's hard getting this pirate signal to escape the east. But Hood's doing just fine. And Huang Huang? Go Huang Huang. She's so chilled out. And this cat's super chill too. But yeah, this is my rooftop here in southern China. Hey, Mayor rhymes with Slayer. That cat is gangster. Yeah, this cat, my wife brought it home about 3 months ago. It was on the streets, and it was bald, and it was had a cloudy eye. It really was like a thug, and it had just been through some shit. But we've like doubled its body weight, and it's thick, healthy fur now, and its eyes are working. So totally upgraded this cat, changed its whole trajectory. Hey Sean, thanks for asking about that Moonlight White. Yeah, I feel like such a noob. I was like, I don't know what tea this is. And then people started telling me. Thank you. Yeah, Moonlight White. That's what I had. Is it going to be on the shop? Perhaps. I need to track down who exactly sent that to me and then go pay him a visit. Because I only put tea on the site where I've visited the producer. That's kind of like just like a standard I want to keep for my website. So like, I don't buy tea at markets. I always buy directly from producers at their farm. And if I haven't eaten one of their tea leaves fresh off the bush, I don't sell it on my website. So yeah, perhaps I'll go out to Yunnan and find that producer and make a deal, because it was pretty nice. But I need to try some other ones. That's really my first experience with Moonlight White. So I want to try 20 more before I want to put something on the website. That's kind of the way it is for me. I want to try many varieties, because not just any tea gets on the website, I'll have you know. But yeah, I didn't know I was sitting on some precious Moonlight White. It sounds so exotic, and it definitely looked exotic for sure. Yeah, thanks, Mayor rhymes with Slayer. Yeah, my wife and I mean, this dog too, it was like a rescue or whatever. I mean, it just kind of wandered into our house 10 years ago, tick-ridden. But yeah, we've helped a lot of animals over the years. Kind of take them off the streets, and then fix them up, get them some medical attention, and then we find them good homes. And we've done that with like 10 animals. And I'm not trying to like virtue signal here, but there are a lot of people that just buy animals and just aren't prepared for the lifetime, like the animal's lifetime of care. And then Shenzhen, by its very nature, is a city of kind of immigrants. Like, people come into Shenzhen, they go back to their hometowns, you know, and sometimes they'll just leave their animals, just leave them. So yeah, it was really nice of my wife. My wife has this nice heart, and she likes animals. So yeah, she just brought him home. This cat's so cool. I've never liked cats until this one. So totally changed my thinking about cats. Super gentle. You can like flap him over and pet him. And you know, he's got some gnarly claws and teeth. He killed a bird, but never hurts people. Yeah, the Moonlight White tea. So it tasted nice, kind of light. I wanted this thick, kind of creamy vanilla, you know, mouth coating feel from like a Fuding White. But it wasn't that. It was definitely a lot cleaner and crisper and kind of not as lingering on the palate. If that makes any sense. Sujay F251. Hi, can you tell about the sculpture? My wife is a yoga master. So this is one of those Indian deities from the Hindu religion. This is Ganesh, the god of destruction, I believe. You know, I'm not a theologian, but yeah, she appreciates the Indian stuff from her yogic studies, and that's what that is. Is there any mellow fruit tasting teas? Well, Bushy Geek, isn't that just $1 million question? Mellow fruit tasting teas. Yeah, like a Milan Xiang dance song. Any of the dance songs are kind of fruity and floral, kind of mellow. Yeah, just put like a light dose of dance songs, and that'll get exactly what you're describing. So if you were going to put like 8 grams, you know, just put like 5 or 6 grams. And you'll get kind of a light, fruity. Out of most of the dance songs, we'll have some variation of light, fruity available to you if you just use less leaves and do some flash fast infusions. Excuse me. And yeah, like Milan Xiang is kind of what I would go for. Kind of fruity, floral. If you're, you know, into that sort of thing. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. There's a lot of people here. But yeah, that's just my rooftop here in southern China with this cat and this tea brick. And this is a 2015 Zhongcha. And it's really lightly compressed, really enjoyable to break open, unlike some teas where you have to declare war on them. But really enjoying this one, yeah. Strong flavor. Strong, soupy. Yeah, and I just had a network drop again. I'm really sorry, everyone. So weird. So I'm going to figure out this network thing and try to reduce that. That's really unfortunate. But I'm going to put some more water in here. Tons of heat coming off those coals. So I actually have some water over here. And I'm just going to pour some more water in there. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone, to watch me break down bricks on my roof here in China. And yeah, as far as the Moonlight White coming to my website, that'd be cool if I can find a good one for a good price and all of that. I do plan on adding a lot of teas to the website this year. My goal is to have 30 teas on the website by the end of the year. Right now, I really just have like 11. So, got some work to do. But I've already got a nice list of how I want to pursue it. But yeah, need to do more travel. Need to get out there and hit the slippery tea slopes and make some new connections and all of that. But yeah, so the water's a little cooler right now. I just put some fresh water in, but you know what? I'm going for it anyways. And maybe I'll close this, help it heat up faster. Whatever minimal difference that does. And the water's still pretty warm. It wasn't totally empty when I put that water in. A little bit of steam coming off, but you know, lighter color. It's not super strong. That's okay. But yeah, the Bushy Geek, that was a cool question. Is there any good mellow fruit tasting teas? Yeah, I would totally point you to the direction of Dancong teas. That's D-O-N. Sorry, D-A-N-C-O-N-G. Dancong. And those are kind of the fruity, floral, super aromatic. Amazing. I mean, you smell this thing, it's like you're in a fruit salad. Okay, just you put your nose in the gaiwan of freshly rinsed Dancong oolongs. It's like you tripped and went face first into the fruit salad section of your local Whole Foods. Tea really is about the connections. Sean, you said it, brother. That's why the company is called My Tea Connection. It really is, man. It really is. It really is. Yeah, it totally is. You know, it's funny, everybody praises this Jingmai Ancient Tree Red Tea I have. That was a connection made before I was ever even thinking about having a tea company. So it's yeah, it's kind of who you know, because there's enough consumption. There's not like a, you know, the global tea organizations are always talking about tea oversupply. But in China, for very good tea, there's no oversupply. It's all going to be sold, and all going to be sold at a good price for the good stuff. Yeah, there's perhaps an oversupply of shit commodity tea, but there's no oversupply of high-end tea. So yeah, it's about who you know, and if they like you, you know, you can make a good deal. And if, you know, someone doesn't like you, you're not going to be getting their good tea. It's like, it really is about who you know and the connections. And I think having a Chinese wife even helps. Actually, I think it helps a lot. So that's my competitive advantage, the Chinese wife. And yeah, I can see if you were like a tourist coming over and like, oh yeah, I'm leaving the country in a week. Like, yeah, you're not going to be, you know, really developing a close relationship with people. Some hotshot American tourist coming over. But if you live here and you're like, hey, I'm going to see you next year too, you know? Or, hey, you know, next time you come to my city, come over to my house. You know, that's the kind of stuff that kind of builds those relationships. This cat is trying to use the tea pick. Huza? No. Huza? That's not for you, Huza. No. So funny. A cute cat. But yeah, so I want to leverage those connections and deliver amazing tea to the website. Sean, I just placed an order for the red tea and some silver needle, as well as tea I haven't had before, dark Liubao. I'm interested in trying that one. Sean. Thank you, Sean. Wow. Sean just placed an order. Thank you so much. Oh, actually, Sean, yeah, I know about your order. Sean, I already processed your order. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, it should ship out today, Monday morning in the U.S. Cool. That's not the fastest shipping, international, but yeah, you should get it pretty soon. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I saw that order. was a nice order. Thank you. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will. Bushy Geek asked, what do you have on your website, and can you describe the flavors? So there's 11 different teas there. You can go check it out, myteaconnection.com. And they're all so different. But you know what, Bushy Geek, that's a good question about describing the flavors. So not this week, but next week, dude, there's going to be reviews on the website. Everyone that's ordered from me before is going to be sent an email asking them to review some of the teas. So in a couple weeks, dude, you should be able to swing by the website and like read people's user reviews of the teas. I think that's going to be awesome. Because, you know, a tea tastes different. You know, like taste and aroma, like these are all subjective. So everyone's opinion is going to be different. And then you should be able to like just read different people's opinions. So thank you for that question. Yeah, just swing by the website, and then in a few weeks, you'll be able to read reviews from people that bought the teas. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. I think those reviews are really important for tea. Otherwise, you're just kind of rolling the dice, you know? But I also have my Guardian Line guarantee. So if you don't like a tea, you know, you just tell me you don't like it, and I'll give you your money back and a $30 gift card. Which is pretty brazen, pretty ballsy. So this is like the 7th infusion. The water's still not the hottest, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Wow, it must be my lucky day. F.E. Painter just stopped by and said, hey friend, I want to buy some tea from you. Thanks, man. Actually, you have about... I guess about 15 hours or so of 30% off. Yeah, dude, if you don't like my tea, man, I'm gonna give you a refund. Like, it says it on every listing. My Guardian Line guarantee. If you don't like it, you're getting your money back. Zero risk. Go buy some tea. You know, obviously I don't want people like abusing that. But yeah, if it's like your first order or something. Like, I want you to be happy, man. It's when you do that a second time. Then I'll be like, okay, buddy, I'm going to give you a refund this time and probably don't want you ordering from me ever again. Nah, but you can use that. Nobody's used it yet. But it's a bold claim, and I'll back it up. But please don't abuse me on it. Crappy Walmart sweet tea, bro. No. Yeah, man. You need to elevate your life. I just think it's so cool you're even exposed to like real tea. Man, I did not discover whole leaf tea until I came to China. So I'm always just impressed by people in America that haven't been to China that are already getting into gongfu tea. It's so awesome. You're actually really lucky to have discovered it already. Yeah, man, you need to get yourself a Gaiwan, which is this thing, the lidded cup. The Gaiwan, and then get some good leaves. And you should be set, buddy. Rick Jones is in the house. What's up, man? F.E. Painter, thank you for saying you want to buy some tea. That's really nice of you to say. But, yeah, it's Monday, the last day of my 30% off. Thank you, F.E. Painter. Wow. You can go to my website. Yeah, there's a link in my bio. myteaconnection.com. myteaconnection.com. The world's finest tea for you. Yeah, there's a link in my bio. And, yeah, 30% off. Code LUCKY2025. You can hit that Chinese New Year sale. Ends tonight. myteaconnection.com. The world's finest tea for you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like make that into a song that I can just play. You know, YouTube always hitting people with copyright strikes. I'm making my own theme song, okay? They said I couldn't. They said, Lauren, all you do is drink tea. You can't make music. Watch me. Cool, Bushy Geek. Yeah, hit up the website. Have fun. This is like the 9th infusion of this darn brick tea. It just won't quit. It just doesn't stop. And my water's starting to heat up again. My gaiwan's pretty cold, though. Yeah, it's definitely looking a lot lighter. Thanks, Effie Painter. Yeah, man, 30% off and free U.S. shipping. I always have free U.S. shipping, though. Fast shipping, too. 2 to 3 days. Priority mail. Not messing around. It's chess. It ain't checkers. But thank you, man. I look forward to that. Look forward to serving as the tea man. I'm going to cook this tea a little bit longer now because this water is not as hot as it was. Like my gaiwan's getting a little cold. It's a little chilly right now. It's in the high 60s. So, yeah, this water is heating up. I'm just going to cook it a little bit more. But yeah, actually almost out of water again. I need to... yeah, it's looking pretty light. So my water's a little bit lower temperature than I like, and I'm actually kind of running out of it again. But I want to keep the stream going. Let me put some more water in there. Doesn't this dog just look like a sack of potatoes or something? It's just so rounded. This will be the last of the water. Yeah, the 2020 Bai Mudan. It's wonderful. You know, it's like a nice, really nice fooding white tea. How does it taste? Kind of like a creamy vanilla, like those Nilla wafer cookies. It's really naturally very sweet. Lots of trichomes, the little fur on the tea leaves. Coat your mouth. It's a great tea, man. If you're new to white tea, I would definitely recommend you pick that up and kind of set the standard for what you consider a good Bai Mudan. Yeah, it's like a bud and then 2 leaves. It's technically like a special grade. So almost all the leaves in there are fitting that great standard of the picking of 1 bud with 2 leaves. So it's really nice. A well done tea. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. See, my coals are still really roaring along here. But I need to wait for this water to heat up. So I'll try to just savor this one. But yeah, dude, everyone. Sorry, not dude. But yeah, Chinese New Year is starting to wind down now. And it's actually really good for me because I need to conduct some business and order some new tea pouches and some other accoutrement for the old shop. And everything shuts down in China for Chinese New Year. Even my water delivery guy won't start delivering water until the 8th. So I've been buying these large plastic bottles, which I really don't like to do. I feel like you get more microplastics from those plastic bottles than you do those like large, like sparklet style jugs, water cooler style ones. But yeah, it's just a 2015 brick today. Really cool Liubao brick. Yeah, it tricks your mouth into thinking it's salty. It's really interesting. Really an interesting tea. Like if you just like close your eyes and don't think about it, and then you drank this tea, it's like you just had some like mutton mutton soup or something. Bone broth soup. Or even like that Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Just that salty, savory umami. Maybe I'll stop saying umami. I'm saying that a little bit too much. But yeah. Anyways, a little bit of time will have to pass before this water's good. I'll probably let you guys go. Well, maybe we should wait for Effie Painter. He promised me he was going to place an order, so I can't sleep, and I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight until I see that order placed. We're totally paying rent this month. I'm just kidding. Anyways, thanks so much for stopping by, everyone. He said he'll be back. It's probably going to take him a while to like choose the tea and check out. So yeah, I'll just finish this and then let you guys go. But thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out my stream. And yeah, Liubao bricks. They're all the rage. And some bricks are very difficult to break into. Highly compressed, highly compacted. Some bricks, like this one, really just a good butter knife could get into this one. And kind of get it in there, and then you can use your fingers even to pry this one apart. Much more pleasant than that Liubao bud brick I had the other day. That thing was like a rock. It was like really difficult to get into. But yeah, sun's setting over here in China. Last day of my 30% off sale. As Chinese New Year begins to pass. Mountain looking nice up there. A little bit chilly. But looks like pretty good visibility up on the peak. Usually it's enveloped in a cloud of fog. But yeah, I'm probably going to kill the stream there. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry about the network problems. Effie Painter, no worries, man. You don't have to buy if you don't want to. But thanks for stopping by, everybody, and enjoying this rooftop here in China with me and drinking excellent tea. So I will see you next time, and I will leave you with this brick of tea.